This is One on One with Jasper Cole, Hollywood's bad guy, and so much more. Actor, talent manager, producer, and more. Now he's sitting down with today's top newsmakers from entertainment, politics, pop culture, and beyond. This is One on One with Jasper Cole.
Woohoo! All right. Howdy. And welcome to One-on-One with Jasper Cole. Here we are at Sunset Gower Studios, live in Hollywood, California. It's another Wednesday. It's another great show. Let me give a shout out to my producers, both who are here, Mr. John Williams.
Hey, Jasper.
And Mr. Dominic Friesen.
Hey.
How are you guys?
Doing good.
We want to give a shout out to our listeners at WROM, Detroit's #1 station. Howdy, everyone. And as everyone knows, this is the last Wednesday of the month, which means we are in the shallow room. And joining us are my hot topic co-hosts, starting with the gorgeous Miss Dara Zane Scully.
Hello, everybody. Happy March, almost April.
How are you?
I'm good.
Well, welcome.
Oh, thank you for the applause.
Yes, you're
Tepid as it was.
I'm a little nasally. I'm sorry, listeners. A little nasally.
Well, speaking of nasally, let's also welcome our other co-host, Miss Ralph Cole Jr.
Hello, planet Eartha.
Ralph, it's so good to see you.
Now, that's the kind of applause I am used to and accustomed to, and I welcome every time.
I love this outfit you're wearing, Ralph. It's
Thank
very...
you. Well, I'm toning it down because, we're in spring now.
Right.
So I thought, let me just mute it down. Still wearing my orange, as you can see. But, just thought I would tone it down a little.
I thought it was maybe had something to do with your birthday coming up.
Isn't that nice of you to boomerang right that? Because I didn't want to start out like, yes, Planet Earth, next month, April 6th. Let's work that out.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
Yeah, we won't be able to celebrate it until after. One year we did the show on my birthday, Darren. You brought me that beautiful birthday cake from the OC.
That's
Well,
right.
I like to think of people that I love, and otherwise, what's
They're
it all
out of-
mean?
Exactly, or they're out of your life. And that was so nice what Wendy did a shout out to us today. And
Oh, I know. She's our biggest fan, Wendy Zane Shaver.
hey,
Hello, Wendy.
Hello, Wendy.
Dara,
And then I
Da-
have a girlfriend who's listening, Julie Winchell. Hi, Julie.
Hey,
Julie.
Julie.
Dara,
And then I
girl.
saw that great picture with you and Stacy. That was beautiful.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
happy belated birthday to Stacy also, which was
Yes.
yesterday, I think.
Yes, we're all 31 again.
Oh, well, Dara, you're looking mighty pretty and thin. Have you been
Thank
Zumbaing
you.
it or whatever? You look really good.
Oh, you're very sweet. Thank you. Just, eating healthy and working out.
Are you still having your menstrual cycle?
No, remember, I had everything ripped out.
Oh, that's right. That's why
Yes.
you're so happy.
I
guess.
recommend it.
That's why you. Well, speaking of menstrual cycles,
Okay.
I want everyone to please join us on Facebook at One on One with Jasper Cole, and of course we're Twitter One on One J Cole. You can also go to my Facebook. Oh no, my website. That's right. Who's running this fucking
Oh,
show?
I know, right? Listen,
JasperCole.com, and when you get on there, go to ubnradio.com and see our amazing sponsors. We have 2 new ones. We have Bose Radio
Ooh,
and
love them.
speakers, and we have
Yes.
Pet 360. Actually, we have 3 because we still have they dropped off? Bentley dog products.
No, of course. We still have them.
Yeah, and here are our other amazing
Thank you, Dominic.
sponsors. All of us here at One on One with Jasper Cole are proud to announce our 25 affiliate advertisers, and they are all .coms. eFile, Interserver, ZipRecruiter, Hilton Hotels, 3-Day Blinds, Adam and Eve Toys, Bullguard, Prime Slots, Russell Stover, Booking.com, Suzanne Summers Bath and Beauty, Quest Nutrition, Sur La Table, and Extended Stay America.
Additionally, we have EUK Host, Canvas World, Cheap Air, 21st Century, Liberty Mutual, Course Smart, Advanced Auto, Fandango, Meet Mindful, Flair Play, and Jewelry.com. Thanks again to all of our wonderful sponsors. And now back to the show.
All right. Yes, we're so grateful to have the sponsors. Please go on there, find something you like, click on it, buy it so we can keep our show going. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So this is our Hot Topic show. So let's talk about what's up in the news, Miss Dara Zane Scully. What's going on?
Well, what's up in the news is, as you know, Batman versus Superman. I have teenage boys, so we went and saw the movie the other day, and it's killing it in the box office. I mean, I think it's just ridiculous how much money it's making. And then it's going to have some spin-offs. They've introduced Wonder Woman, thank God, for all the girls out there and the ladies.
Straight guys.
And she did fabulous, Gal Gadot, and it was a good movie. It was a bit dark, a little bit extra violence than I'm used to, but the music was amazing. Hans Zimmer did the music, and apparently this is his last time that he's going to do superhero music.
Well,
so he's retiring from that portion.
He's kind of old, isn't he?
And you do realize that you have 3.
No, you're thinking of John Williams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Dara.
Dara,
The other John Williams.
Dara, 3 gay co-hosts, and you're talking about superhero movies.
Well, it also
Do you
got.
not like superhero movies?
Who's gay?
Hey,
Oh.
I'm watching Supergirl, and they introduced the
I
Flash.
would
in that
think
episode.
that gay
Outfit.
guys would go see it just to see. What's his name? James Cavill.
Henry
Or
Cavill.
him or
Henry,
Henry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he is hot.
How was Ben Affleck?
You know,
He's a little older.
I think you just answered your own question.
Isn't he a little long in the tooth for me
just,
doing this?
I wasn't feeling it for Ben Affleck. You know who I really liked was Christian Bale when he played
Yeah.
Batman. He
Always,
was really
always.
good.
And he's hot too.
Except he's bipolar.
Yeah,
But
I have
who
to
is
go to
it?
these movies or I don't see my children. I mean, they're teenage boys. They live for these movies.
And here I had you pegged for my big fat Greek wedding too.
Oh.
No, I heard that wasn't that great.
Oh,
Not gonna
yeah.
waste my money.
Yeah.
Now, Ralph, you know Ian Gomez, right? Who's
Yes, I do.
Yes, who's Nia Vardalos' husband. Speaking of gay. So anyway, yeah, I had no desire
You're
to go
just going
see
right there.
my big fat
Wow.
Greek wedding because she waited 15 years or 14 years to write the sequel. She had to lose 40 pounds first. God bless her.
Well, I think.
Why does she want to be skinny?
No,
Why
but you
can't
gotta
people
remem-
just be fat
Think
and
of
happy?
how poorly the TV spinoff did.
Right.
So she probably couldn't sell the script.
That's true.
For 14 years.
That's true.
Exactly.
I haven't seen the movie. I love the first one, but it's almost like, do we need a sequel? Really?
I think it came out in a different time.
Right.
And people were in a different place, and I think it worked then. But now, you didn't see it.
I
No,
didn't
but
see
really
it, so I
It's
can't. I
too
can't judge it.
campy. It plays on too many predictable jokes.
Well, her other movie, Carla and Vampy, or what was it? Carla and Tony, or Tina's Wedding, whatever. She did a movie about the drag queens right after, with Tony Collette.
Yeah.
That bombed also. She hasn't really had a great.
That was a fun movie, though. I did
Yeah,
like it.
but I mean, really, this was her.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't need to. She made millions off.
No.
She made
But
millions
she
off the
still likes
first
to
one.
work and get out there and
No, but she hasn't had any hits, has she?
No, she hasn't. But it was actually Rita Wilson that was behind the.
I know, but didn't
film.
wasn't Nia one of the producers also?
Yeah, she was.
Are we going to have
She
a
wrote it.
telethon
And
for she and Ian?
you gotta remember, she was nominated for an Oscar as well for screenplay.
For screenplay.
Yeah.
What's Ian doing? Is he still on?
Oh, he's calling in.
What
any
was
minute
that
now.
other series that he did with Courtney Cox? What was it called? Courtney Cox that ran forever. You know,
Oh, yeah.
Cougar Town?
Cougar Town.
Yeah, he was in Cougar
Cougar
Town.
yeah,
Town.
yeah.
With our own.
I live in Cougar Town.
With our very
With our
own
own
Carolyn
Carolyn
Hennessy, who,
Hennessy.
of course, was the show. in my
Was
opinion.
the show.
And she also has a show at UBN Radio called Animal
Magnetism on Sundays. Is it once a month or twice a month? Look it up.
Depends
Go
what
to
the mood
Look it
is.
up.
Go to the ubnradio.com page and find out when Animal Magnetism is on.
That's right.
So aside from Batman versus Superman, what else happened this week?
What else happened? Well, you know, I'm a housewife girl, and I watched The Real Housewives last night of Beverly Hills, and now they're all going after Lisa Rinna, who
As they
was going
should.
after. Oh, ouch!
Yeah,
who was
she's-
going after Yolanda Foster, and not going after her, but just intimating that she might have Munchausen syndrome, which is a syndrome where you pretend that you're sick to get attention, or Munchausen by proxy, where you pretend that your children are sick to get attention.
Yeah, but both her kids are. It's been proven now they both have Lyme disease.
Yes.
Correct.
So they flew all the way to Dubai, which you couldn't pay me enough money to go there. I don't know why they didn't just go to Vegas. It's almost the same
looks
thing
the
with
same.
the glitz and the glamour. And to argue that far away, it was kind of ridiculous. But the one who I really like is Erica Jane. Although I heard today that her husband, Tom Girardi, is getting sued for hundreds of millions of dollars because apparently he used a lot of money that was given to his clients for his own personal use.
Yeah, I'm always suspicious
And that
of these
personal
people.
use was financing her music career.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
that came out today, and I thought, oh, here we go. But he's a lawyer; he'll get out of it.
Of course.
You know all about that, Jasper.
Oh, okay.
and
I
this-
would go ahead.
No, I was just saying, have you been watching The Housewives of Potomac?
I have. Yeah.
I love it.
I love it
you
too.
do? Okay, yeah, I didn't start watching that one, and then isn't there another one? I can't watch anymore.
Dallas is coming on.
Dallas is premiering, and it's funny because we actually know one of the women who was a day player kind of on Big Rich, Texas, who we have history with. Leanne,
well, speaking
I don't want to
of,
be sued.
speaking of, we saw Leslie Berkman today on Dr. Phil.
On Dr. Phil.
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
She
What
was
did you think?
beautiful. I thought she was
she's
great.
adorable.
I didn't know she was looking for love because I thought they would be they're probably lining up at her door.
They
but I
probably
did
are.
like the fact that she said she did not want the guy to sleep naked with her in case there's an emergency.
I agree with
And
her.
he has to floss his teeth, and he has to be a good driver.
Yeah.
And you do realize when she rides in my car, she really does wear a helmet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I just thought her three sons were awfully attractive.
You
She
know
did
what?
a
I
nice
missed the
job
three
raising them.
sons. I need to see a picture.
It's
of
amazing
them.
that she looks like she looks, and she has these 3 grown kids.
So speaking, you've been watching the Houses of Potomac.
Yes.
What do you think of the rules of etiquette? Because it's like a totally foreign world to me that these women abide by these rules.
Well,
day to day.
I didn't realize the Potomac was such an exclusive enclave. Like it, that's true.
And a
big money.
lot of money.
Big
there,
money.
Yeah.
Who's the older woman with the daughter that's going off to college that does all the etiquette?
I just call her the bitch.
yeah, it's
Oh.
hilarious because she's got all these etiquette rules and
Yeah, no, I mean, but she walked in with was it a book that she gave?
I don't know.
She gave Giselle a book or a plaque with all the rules written out, and I was just watching.
her
like,
husband is so ashy he looks like Uncle Remus.
But
And she tries to call him the Black Bill Gates or something. What
you
is
know,
she?
but the thing is, those women actually have money.
Yeah,
And one of them, Sharice's husband, is a coach for a professional.
but they're divorcing. Yeah.
But you know the day player that's always on there. She's kind of like the friend.
Yeah.
She was originally a cast member. She's facing an indictment right now.
Oh.
That's why they don't have her as a cast member anymore.
Wow.
Look it up.
Look it up. Well, you've got the New York Housewives are coming on next month. You've got Dallas coming. So all you housewives.
And did you watch the Atlanta reunion?
Of course. Are you watching Kim? Are you watching Kim Phil's on Dances with the Stars?
Absolutely not.
Are you watching?
Is she on Dancing with
She
the Stars?
is. And she's not coming back to the Housewives, but
Oh, okay.
I
I
do-
am watching Dancing with the Stars, but for some reason I missed that she was on it.
what do you think of my former college mate,
Well,
Marla?
that's because you couldn't get over the fact that Misha Barton's on there, and it's just
Poor
like,
Misha.
Oh,
little
that's
robot
really
or whatever
sad.
she's
You know,
doing.
she's
Yeah.
not being a good actress. She's not even pretending like she wants to be there.
She's just thinking every week. She's like, okay, that's $10,000 more I'm getting this week. $10,000.
Because
That's
she's had a rough time. It's not been
She
it's not been
needs some
easy
acting
since the
lessons,
OC.
though,
She had
because
she had a
she's-
drinking problem. She was in rehab allegedly, and she's Russian. She loves her vodka, right?
But
And potatoes.
But she's not hurting.
And carbs, obviously.
Ouch.
She made a killing off of
The
her
OC?
endorsements
Oh.
and her appearances. Oh no! It's kind of like she was smart with that money, whereas Lindsay Lohan just burned through it. But she did it
You
pretty
had to
comparable.
bring up Lindsay Lohan.
Well, come on,
I know.
birds of a feather.
I know,
Come on.
I know. But how about poor Geraldo Rivera? Talk
Oh,
about
my
a Latin
goodness.
person that had no rhythm.
No rhythm.
He was worse than Wendy Williams, a black woman who had no rhythm.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Well, what do you think of
I like the weather girl, Ginger Lee.
Yeah, but she's so.
And she just had a baby.
Bless
And
her
she's
heart.
out there,
We're
dancing
like Ginger
around.
who? Like
she's so
why is she on
bouncy
there?
and bubbly. I just want to punch her in the face and be like, "Bitch, you can't be that happy all the time. I'm so bitter."
Oh, wow.
And she's flying back and forth, and I don't have the energy to drive in here every day, every Wednesday.
bitter, party
Fuck
of
her.
one.
She's not even that pretty. But speaking of, are you watching my former college classmate Marla Maples?
We
Okay.
love. Listen. We
First
love
of all,
Marla.
You know, I've seen her in person. She's stunning.
She's your classmate.
But there's just nothing else going on there. Nothing.
Well, she's so into the organic, like everything. Did you see on the show
That
last
was
night?
hilarious
Yeah.
when he made fun of how she orders.
He said, "Do you like the Meg Ryan?" Can I tell? Okay, here's my Marla Maples quick story.
Yes.
We were in college together in a theater class, and this was after, by the way, a year before she had won the Miss Georgia USA pageant. And my friend Corey Dara, Corey and Jeremiah.
Yes,
So
I do.
Corey was first runner-up, and Marla won, but there was a 2-night event, and we arrived on the final day on Sunday, and Corey came up to us and said, "Oh my God, there's this bitch from Dalton, Georgia. She's fucking all the judges. She's probably gonna win." She's probably going to win. And sure enough, it was Marla Maples. But anyway, we were in theater class together, and one day the teacher went around and said, well, how do you guys see your career? Like, what do you want to be doing when you become actors? And so somebody said, I want to be on Broadway, and so somebody said, I want to do TV, and Marla said, I just want to be famous.
Yes, I remember the story.
And then jump to 10 years later, I'm walking down Fairfax by the newsstand, and I look over, and there was Georgia Peach, breaks up Trump. There was that picture of Ivana, or you remember when Marla confronted
on the slopes,
yeah.
right? That was
so
on the slopes.
She did it, and you notice she has not said a word about Trump.
Of course,
she was waiting. Want to stop the paychecks. She was waiting. Well, apparently, once Tiffany turned 18, those checks would have stopped for child support.
Yes, but still, it's more than that. She doesn't want any opportunities for her daughter not to go through.
Well, sure.
Well, she only got $1 million settlement from a divorce, correct?
I know, but her daughter's going to get a lot more.
But her daughter had been getting money. Name. And Marla's mother was sort of like the Zsa, the Dalton, Georgia. I'm sure she told her, get all you can get while you're fucking him. Because if I had to fuck I'd have to get paid too.
Oh, wow.
God. Well, speaking of old hags, so what's wrong with Susan Sarandon? Has she lost her fucking mind?
She just committed career suicide.
Yeah.
And you know what? I personally feel the burn. I don't know what she was talking about in the interview. I mean, I agree with the facts of some of what she said, but encouraging people to actually
vote for Trump
instead of Hillary should. I mean, we all know that Bernie Sanders is going to overtake Hillary. We know that as a fact.
Now I'm a Bernie supporter. I hope that happens. But if it doesn't happen, I'm voting for Hillary, as I hope a lot of Bernie people will, because otherwise, who are they going to vote for?
I mean, it's tough because it's.
Ralph, who are you voting for?
I don't discuss that.
Why not? Then your check will be less.
Oh my goodness!
Actually, how about we just donate it to the Bernie Sanders campaign?
Bernie Sanders campaign.
That's totally uncensored.
For all we know, Ralph could be Republican.
All I know is that Susan Sarandon, her speaking the way she speaks, this is one of the reasons why people hate actors and actresses getting political. It's like nobody cares what you have to say. Just shut up.
Well, she's always kind of been political,
that was harsh.
But she,
it's true though. I mean, that's why Ralph is smart. He's keeping his mouth shut.
No, but Dara, don't you feel like celebrities have a responsibility because they have a platform to educate and to
if they're educated themselves.
Exactly.
She needs to take those fake ringlets out of her hair, those hair clips. The thing is, she's one of the few older actresses that keeps working anyway. I don't know why she's...
Poor Louise. Come on.
Louise who?
Wasn't she
Thelma and Louise.
Oh, Thelma and Louise.
Right.
Well, that was a great movie. She did that big Melissa McCarthy movie where she played her mother.
Well, I was just saying poor Louise.
Tammy?
Oh, you mean Gina Davis?
No.
What happened to her?
No. Susan Sarandon was Louise and Thelma and Louise.
I don't know the difference.
I think.
I just remember Brad Pitt.
I mean, that was my favorite movie.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, as a straight guy, it's hard for me to talk about that. But anyway, Dara, what else?
What else? Well, Empire's back on tonight.
Yawn.
I know you're not into it. I'm still into it.
I was, I loved it the first season, and then for me, but I should, you know what? I shouldn't say that.
Maybe they're going to get rid of the director that you said that changed it up the second season. Maybe they're going to go back to the first season director.
Well, he created it. But listen, guys, we have to get to our amazing guest. As you know,
yes,
we are going to be joined by this amazing actress, Pollyanna McIntosh, who stars in Hap and Leonard, which is this critically acclaimed series on the Sundance Channel, and she plays Angel. And she's fierce.
She looks so fierce.
Right.
She does look fierce.
Well, the character is, she's going to tell us all about it. In fact, she is here right now. Please welcome Pollyanna McIntosh. Hi, gorgeous.
Hi.
How are you?
Beautiful. Welcome. Thank you for bringing all these people.
Do you like the audience here? You didn't know we have a studio
huge
audience.
And such a good-looking one.
Thank you. Well, everyone say hi to Pollyanna. There's Dominic, there's John, there's Ralph, there's Dara.
Hello, Pollyanna. Nice to meet you.
Hello, nice to meet you too.
Hello, Pollyanna. I think you're fabulous. From Hap and Leonard, you are so visceral and so fierce.
Thank you. I thought you were going to call me Pawnee for a minute there.
Okay,
Pontiac. I thought he said Pontiac. I like Pontiac.
I could be a Pontiac.
That's interesting.
That sounds sexy.
Well, I told Pollyanna she really looks really young. Really young. She has no makeup on. She's stunning.
considering I'm
like a kid.
65 years old.
Oh my God. So tell everyone, first of all, tell us about Hap and Leonard. It's on the Sundance Channel.
It is. It's on the Sundance Channel, and I'm here today because we have episode 5 on tonight. It's 10/9 Central on Sundance TV, and obviously it streams on all those modern things like iTunes and whatnot.
Like we do.
Like you do,
Allegedly.
exactly, all over the world. So it's episode 5 tonight of the 6-part series, and things are really hotting up for the
Angel.
boys. Well, things are always hot for me.
She's always hot.
Things are always hot for Angel. But our two heroes, do you want me to tell you a bit about the show?
Yeah, tell everyone about the show.
Okay, cool. Yay. So Hap and Leonard is set in the mid-'80s in East Texas, and it's two unlikely best mates. Hap is white and a kind of jaded ex-hippie who went to war for protesting the went to jail for protesting the Vietnam War. And he has this divorced wife who's played by Christina Hendricks, and she comes into the picture.
Great.
She's wonderful, and she's amazing tonight, actually, particularly great stuff going on for her tonight. And then Hap's unlikely best friend, seeing as it's mid-'80s East Texas, is an openly gay black Republican Vietnam War vet.
Just threw it all in there.
Yeah, just got it in
just
the pot.
needed handicap, and we would have just covered
right?
it up, right?
Yay!
Wow.
And who else to play it but Michael Kenneth Williams, who played
Amazing.
Omar so wonderfully in The Wire and Boardwalk Empire and various other wonderful things. And the sexy Brit, James Purefoy, is going Texan for Hap. And of course, we all know Christina Hendricks from Mad Men and other things like Drive. And then Jimmy Simpson, who's a great character actor, who's on House of Cards and various other shows, plays my fella. He plays Soldier, and then I'm Angel. And we're kind of the bad guys of the piece because Hap and Leonard go off on this quest they're sent on it by Trudy, played by Christina, and it turns out we've been kind of setting them up all along. Yes. So there's alligators and rivers.
Where did you film? In Texas?
We filmed in Baton Rouge.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because there were amazing.
Were you in the summertime there?
Yeah, we
were.
We're
with
in the
humidity?
middle. Yeah, okay, you're getting to the,
to
the good stuff.
See, that's the actor
My
me.
crotch.
All I
Is
care
that what
about
you're
is
talking
how
about?
uncomfortable was it filming. Yeah, exactly.
You know, I had a very breathable costume because there's a lot of gaps in it. But really, it was a pleather situation.
Yeah.
It was pretty sticky.
You were in Baton Rouge?
I was in Baton Rouge. We were all in Baton Rouge. We had a great time together, and we ate really well.
A lot of fried stuff, Cajun, Creole.
Yeah. I think we all put on loads of weight.
That's okay. So tell everyone about Angel. She's a bodybuilder.
She, in my version of her, that I made this little backstory for her, and she was a bodybuilder. She's a Brit. She's kind of a cockney chick. She's a bit Sex Pistols. She's a bit Grace Jones. She's a bit Bowie.
She's very rock and roll.
She's very rock and roll, and she was a bodybuilder, and she was doing too many of the drugs, and it sent her a little off.
I love that.
The edge. But she's also got kind of a dark past, and she's just very much in love with Soldier. I mean, they're kind of a Bonnie and Clyde couple.
I was just going to say, it reminds me of Bonnie and Clyde.
They love to murder. I mean,
and
Angel
particularly
really loves a good murder. Yeah. And she's got so many different weapons to choose from. And they want money. They want money, and they want to go and have a better life, and they want to get what they came for, and they are not leaving until they do.
Yeah. Now, you've had an extensive career. You started out as a model, and then you became you were just a kid, a teenager.
I was.
Yeah. You went to
How
London.
did you get discovered?
Wow.
Or should we not say?
No, it's totally fine. I started doing acting actually when I was a kid. When I was 9, I used to do like theatre and stuff in Edinburgh at the Fringe Festival. I don't know if you guys know about
highbrow.
wonderful festival that we have there. Very highbrow. I was doing pantomimes and Sound of Music and things like that.
I mean, but Edinburgh's a great festival. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wonderful festival. And then I started modelling at 13. I was living in Edinburgh in Scotland, and I went to this kind of fashion event thing in Glasgow, which was the big city, an hour away by train.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, and
you have to be tough to live there.
You do have to be tough to live there. Though, like everywhere, it's getting very gentrified. But it's still got spirit. It's still got spirit for
That's
sure.
Good.
Yeah. And these scouts from London, from Storm, which was Kate Moss's agents, and, blah blah blah, were scouting for this big competition called the Face of 95. I can't believe I'm telling this story.
Wow.
I was 15 at the time. And
you're still a baby.
I'm still a baby, thank you. Mm-hmm. And they just said, hey, we want to enter you into this competition, and then I ended up winning it. And A few months later,
but you hear this a lot of times. You hear this.
To London.
You hear this all the time.
So
it's like
you were the face in '95.
I was just saying.
Just
It's not a big
face it-
deal,
okay.
but yeah.
But it's interesting how you hear this, like people who aren't pursuing things. Sometimes it comes to them, right?
Yeah, and the funny
especially
thing
in the
was,
modeling world, you hear this
But
a lot.
I think it keeps it more genuine.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
less jaded and.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, God forbid you would ever want to work with somebody who'd gone to modeling school.
Right.
You know what I
Barbizon.
mean?
Yes,
No, you want to
exactly.
be. You want to be on your way to
John Powers.
John Casablancas.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Oh God,
yes.
we all know about him.
You're aging us, Dom.
He's a legend. You cannot be aged
Oh,
by
that's
knowing about him.
hilarious.
So what kind of doors opened for that? I mean, when you became the face of '95, then did you move to?
I moved to London at 16. I'd graduated from school because I was young for my year, so I had a place at university already deferred for 2 years, so it worked out pretty well time-wise.
She's educated too. Wow.
I've been educated, and it just meant I got to go to London and start my own life,
Oh,
away from my
exciting.
parents and have a flat apartment and live with other
Now,
other
at that
youngins.
age, did you have to have chaperones, or at that age you
God,
could,
no.
no, please.
I'd love to say that the fashion industry is full of very considerate mothering types, but it's
Oh,
not.
yes, no.
They
No.
just pop a diet pill in your mouth and say, get out there and do what it takes. And
Because
you're
this
just
was
completely left
96,
alone.
97,
This
somewhere.
was
in there?
this was 95,
95.
and yeah, I did it for a couple of years until my legs almost fell off because I didn't eat anything.
And how did you avoid the model curse? There really is a curse for a
To
lot
make
of
a
models
transition?
to transition into acting.
Well, I guess I didn't have. I mean, I did well enough as a model, but I didn't have like a massive public
You didn't
face.
become
It was
famous for
before
it.
It was.
But you were the face in '95.
I was the face of 95, and I did. It's weird. The modeling story is so long because I funnily enough, quit the business because it made me horribly anorexic out of paying my rent. You know what I mean? I just had to be.
God.
And then I went to university. I started university, and about halfway through university, I went, well, how am I going to finish paying my fees if I don't have a job? So I then went to a model agent, and long story short, I ended up with a plus size agent. And those measurements that Cindy Crawford had at her height,
Was plus
I was
size.
plus size because of the
Wow.
way the industry became. And no complaints here. I put on a little bit of weight. Beyond that, I could eat what I wanted. I could drink beer as a student. It was great. But yeah, that's what we consider
Isn't
plus
that amazing?
size. And so I went and did that and made lots of money in catalogue and things like that. And then I did 16 pages of Vogue and the Pirelli calendar. And I said, good night,
You
it's
said,
over.
I've hit it.
I've done it.
I've done it.
Yeah, it's done. I was 24 and I thought, I was already acting and I was like, let's just make
Let's
the move.
just make the transition.
And so, although I was at the top of my game in the plus size world, it wasn't like, that it's very hard to find pictures of me from that time online, which is kind of fun. And so I didn't have to have the model curse of being like, oh, she's a mattress,
Right.
she's a model turned actress, which is what I've called my production company, funnily enough. I could just do it, I could just do it as be an actor.
Right,
and,
right.
start from the bottom.
Did you start studying? Were you taking?
Well, I'd
were you
already
in theater, or?
graduated at 20. When I was 21, I'd done my drama and theatre
Right.
studies with psychology.
Psych-
So
okay.
I'd done that was what the degree was. Sorry, I'm thinking you can see inside my head. So I'd done that, and I continued to study.
With your psychology background.
Well,
Pretty much.
she and I kind of mentioned. We sort of spoke of this earlier. I
Yeah.
kind of remember we talked about psychology
Yeah.
majors as a natural progression.
You're so
to
good
acting.
that I think you didn't even remember. You're like, and have you studied before?
I can't lie.
I prepped you.
Yeah, I can't
prepped you.
pretend. So when you, what was one of your first acting TV or film jobs? Do you remember? Was it commercial? Did you do commercials?
I have done commercials, but I think my first movie was called The Acid House, and it was when I was 16. And being in London, I was just trying to audition for anything I could get in the
Yeah,
door,
yeah.
for. And I played a stoner, which has typecast me ever since. I played a stoner at a party, and it was just like I was 30 seconds on the screen,
Right,
and I
but
couldn't
it
have been
was
happier because it was
exciting.
one of my favorite
Yeah.
Scottish writers. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I did a movie that he wrote a couple of years ago called Filth with James McAvoy.
Right.
So I came back round
All the
to
way back
working on his
around.
movie again. Yeah.
How
really
was it
nice.
working with James?
He's such
Phenomenal
a star.
actor.
It's weird. I never really had a concept of what a superstar is. I mean, a movie star, I should
Right.
say, until I worked with James, because it's just something.
There's a presence.
There's just a presence there, yeah, and his work says it all. But just the way he is, he kind of has that glowy thing
Right.
going on, and he's totally a dude. I mean, we all drank wine after.
So he hadn't
set
really
every day
changed.
and-
Personally, he hadn't changed from. Well, no, that was the director.
It was the writer. The writer. Yeah. Who wrote Trainspotting?
Yeah. Just a little movie called Trainspotting.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, but I don't think James probably has changed
No, I
since
don't
he was
think
younger.
so.
He's a family man. He had a young kid at the time. He just couldn't have been happier. And we just all talked about poetry and politics and family and gossip.
Real stuff.
Great. Yeah.
Real stuff.
Yeah.
Who were some of your acting influences? Like, who are some of the actresses or actors that you really?
I was just in the green room showing David here, the John David here, the Instagram account of Taste of Streep, which is of Meryl Streep in various different food forms.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
It's really great.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's a really great way to celebrate her. But of course, she was a huge influence. I just think she's the best.
Yeah.
She is the best.
Yeah.
She's one of the best.
Yeah.
And unaffected, seemingly.
Exactly. She's got a grace about her, which I long to discover in myself.
Well, and also she's kept the celebrity thing sort of at bay. You know, you don't see her in the tabloids. She's raised her kids, and she's been married to the same guy for years, and her daughters are actresses now too.
Well, I think she got into it for all the right reasons.
Yeah,
you know, she didn't
for
do
the
it for
craft.
the fame and the fortune. And
I think the reason she's so good is that she really works at it too.
Yeah,
and that's a good reminder.
I just read an article with her today about how she's not a method actress. She wasn't. She's
just on meth.
She wasn't. She's on meth, as I am too. But she wasn't
Me too.
criticizing.
I'm so glad we can talk about it
she
now.
wasn't criticizing method acting, but she was just saying, you know, she ironically, she goes, it's not that I don't take it that seriously. She goes, but I just come from a place of like imagination and you know, listening and empathy.
But there's accents though. I mean,
well, she's got a natural talent for that.
Incredible.
She also just works her butt off.
Right.
It's true.
You know.
Yeah.
She's put in the hours.
And the nicest. I don't know if you've met her, but the nicest, most gracious, funny woman that you can ever meet.
I'm so happy to hear that. I have not
Besides
met
us.
her.
Yeah, that would be devastating if she were a bitch, right? That's the worst, when you meet someone and you like them and then you're like, really?
Oh, it's awful. We should never meet our heroes, really.
Never.
Because they're not themselves to
but
us.
you
They're
know,
something else.
Americans, we are obsessed, of course, with English actors and actresses. Like
Thank
it
God.
can be, but it can be. It's
Though I am Scottish, but
I know, but we just
I pretend. Look at me.
See, we
I
just
sound
lump you
English.
in with English.
It's all in the same.
It's the accent.
It's the accent.
We just lump it all together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is
That
pretty
sounds
sad.
really sexy.
But I told Pollyanna earlier, she has a little bit of a Tilda Swinton quality. Much prettier.
Oh,
She's
yes,
prettier.
That's a great analogy.
But
He's just been
I was
going to
say Mia Jovovich.
A brunette
yeah.
Tilda Swinton.
But
you
Polly
know,
can
kind of
act. Pollyanna can act.
Pollyanna, are you familiar with Polly Perrette from NCIS?
No.
Because
Who
in
watches
some
that?
ways, from your character on Hap and Leonard, like there's this one episode on Hap and Leonard where you're like grunting almost like, come on, come and get me. And it's almost like you're the Polly
She's doing that now, actually.
You're the Polly Perrette of Hap and Leonard, like Polly Perrette is more subdued on NCIS. But there was just, because of the dark hair and when you have it pulled back with your bangs, that's why you reminded me of her.
You based your
Fringe.
character on her, right?
She calls it fringe.
Fringe,
Oh,
okay.
we're so international in this room. I love
Right.
her. That's cool. I want to check that. I want to check her out. Is her name Polly as an actress or as
Polly
a character?
As an actress, Polly Perrette, yes.
Wow.
More recently, she's best known for she's been attacked by two homeless people in the last 2 months.
Oh, that's right.
Remember? She's
Oh,
She's
my
got to stop
goodness.
hanging out with
Well,
hanging out with her
why is she
exes.
dating
Wow.
homeless
She
men?
needs to stop going down that same boulevard.
We're on the same way.
Well, it's right in front of
Wow.
her house. It's on her street. I
Well,
don't
it's
think she
all
can
a little
avoid it.
suspicious, right?
Oh.
But it got her good press. Bless her heart.
Good press.
She's on the
Oh
number
my
one show on
God.
TV. She doesn't need that
We
much
don't need a
press. Come on.
telethon for Polly Perrette. She's
You know,
fine.
Maybe we have more in common than I thought because I used to live on Putney High Street in London and I had to walk up an alley to get in the back of my house.
Oh, that's scary.
And I was attacked by a homeless guy twice.
Oh, no.
He used to
Was
throw
it an
full cans
X?
of cocaine.
No X, no.
No, I couldn't tell, to be fair. I didn't get close enough. It didn't smell like an X.
Homeless Coca-Cola.
You were attacked, though? Viciously attacked?
No.
Well, she claims she was.
I was going to say I wouldn't be laughing this hard if I was, but to be fair, I probably would be if it was long enough ago. Because you just got to be grateful to be alive, haven't you?
Well, yeah.
That's horrible, though.
Yeah. But she's some, yeah. So, but anyway, NCIS
Yes.
is the big hit that I've never seen. Have you ever watched one episode?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's one of those
One
shows that's
episode.
run for like 10
Yeah,
years, and it's
Don't
number
feel
one.
bad. I've never saw Grey's Anatomy either.
Oh,
Well,
neither have I really. My
but
friends.
Pollyanna, when you look her up,
Yeah.
Polly
Okay, Miss
Perrette,
Entertainment Dish.
Hello.
because she's been on NCIS.
Oh, there
she's
she
done-
is. Look, I know who that is.
Oh, okay.
So we have the same name and the same hair and the same vibe. Why have we not met?
I know, right?
Yeah, she used to be more punky and
you could play her sister on there.
Her character is very punky.
She's from Tennessee. She's a Southern girl.
So what else do you have going on besides this? I mean, obviously there's a lot going on with the series, but are you working on any other projects?
I am. I'm in the middle of writing a script right now that I'm going to direct that I can't not allowed to talk about. But I'm dead excited, and I'm in the middle of an edit for the first act of a movie that the first thing I wrote that I'm directing, which is a comedy called Perfect. But as far as stuff you can see, there's a sci-fi movie called Native, which has just started going around the festivals with Rupert Graves, who's in that show.
We love him.
Yeah, right. He's delicious.
You have some great co-stars.
Thanks, man. I enjoy them.
So do you like the writing and the directing, making that transition?
I really love it. Yeah, it's really satisfying. It's like there's no creative downtime, which I really enjoy.
Right.
Is it hard to just let it go and step back from the project, or you have to stay?
I have to sing that Frozen song so much.
Let it go. With
Please
Trina,
don't, because we all hate
or whatever.
I really wouldn't even dare, even as much of an idiot as I am, I would not do that on the radio. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it's tough when you're so close to something, when it's really personal. Both stories feel really personal, but I guess that's how I want it, so I can't really complain.
So you have passion for it.
Yeah.
And that's why you create all of these projects under your umbrella production company that you created.
Yes.
And did you say it's mattress?
Smart.
Mattress.
Very smart.
Model actress.
Model turned actress.
Yeah,
Model
I
turned
love that.
actress.
Yeah, that's what I
Are you
call
on
myself.
on Twitter and all that good stuff?
Well, I'm as a writer and as a director, I'm starting out right now. So I haven't got this kind of thing out there publicly right now. Though it's all on, IMDb and all that shit. Oh, I said shit.
Oh,
It's
you
okay.
can fuck it. You can
But yeah, I'm on as myself that kind of includes everything. As Pollyanna Polly A McIntosh on Twitter and Pollyanna McIntosh on Facebook, and the same on Instagram.
Great. Everyone follow Pollyanna. So tonight
I'm going to be live tweeting for the 5th episode. Tonight it's called War, and that is not an understatement. That is not an overstatement, I should say. At the moment, the boys have been captured by me and Soldier, and they're at the end of the last episode. They're being brought to Leonard's house, and it just all hell breaks loose. I can't even begin to describe the episode. There's one scene which I was watching it yesterday to prepare myself, and there's one scene where Christina Hendricks' character Trudy undergoes some serious torture, and it's just so wonderfully directed because it's not torture porn on any level, but you are on the edge of your seat.
Wow.
The whole time.
Who directed the episode? Is it the same director for all the episodes, or you've had different?
Jim Mickle directed tonight's episode, and he directs next week's episode.
Okay.
He did 4 out of the 6. He's also the showrunner and co-writer.
Right.
And he actually made a couple of really great movies. He made more than 2, but the ones that really stand out that your listeners might have seen are We Are What We Are, which is with Bill Sage, who plays Howard in Hap and Leonard, and it's kind of an American take on the Mexican cannibal movie of the same name. Really disturbing, beautiful period piece. And then he also did Cold in July with Sam Shepard and Don Johnson and Michael C. Hall. And it's an amazing...
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, it's a brilliantly tight thriller. And again, that was adapted from Joe R. Lansdale's book, which Hap and Leonard is a Joe R. Lansdale book, as a series as well. So it's got that real pulpy kind of...
Tarantino sort of.
Yeah, it's a little Tarantino.
Yeah.
It's very earthy as well. And,
Jasper, did you know that Pulp Fiction was the first movie date that Kevin and I had?
No. Did you have sex after?
No, we didn't. And that
probably
first
why
date, when we saw that movie, we knew that we were meant for each other because we were both just loving that movie. It was so twisted.
God, that's so funny. You never think of like
1995.
Pulp Fiction. What a romantic evening.
Right.
When you were 15, Pollyanna.
Yes, ma'am.
That was a classic.
That was one of the first indie movies that I remember seeing. It was actually True Romance.
That's another good one.
Yeah.
So was Hap and Leonard just another audition on the round of auditions, or how did this part come to you?
Yeah, it was a nice one. It was one of those where they said, "Oh, they want to meet you," and I thought, "Oh, great, they know who I am. They want to meet me." So they met me, and a couple of the people involved had seen some of my work, and we got on really well, and I had a friendly, fun time with them. And I thought, well, I either get it or I don't from this point. And then they said, they want you to audition on tape, and I was like, damn it.
God.
They're not sure that. They just want to make sure that you can be mean.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, I can give them.
Because in person, they saw a little.
I was being super
softer
smiley because I
night.
thought it was like, we know your work, but we want to make sure you're not crazy.
You're not a bitch to work with.
You're not a bitch,
right?
And you're not, nuts,
right?
And I was like, really covering the nuts quite well,
right?
But I thought
you're
I'll
not
push the
like
non-bitch
today.
side,
right, right.
Not so well today. Not so well today. And so I was being really friendly because that's how I was feeling. I was really happy to be there, and and they said be mean. So I went, fine, you fuckers, I'll give you mean.
You cut your
totally.
fucking throat.
Yeah, Scotland.
Yeah,
Fuck
exactly.
You.
Street girl.
I totally dressed up. I got in like a blonde wig, and I did all this jazzmatazz. I was
crotchless pants, everything. That's very Angel, anyway.
Oh, Jasper.
I was wearing like those American Apparel high bronze, pants.
Ralph has them, right?
Crotch-tastic.
Yeah. He's wearing them right now, actually.
Right?
Right,
got
Ralph?
them as a wedding gift.
And so I did this tape, and it was an audition with I think I had 2 lines of dialogue, like 2 words of dialogue. And it was one of those where you go, how am I going to do this?
Yeah.
And I just got really turned on when someone was shot in it, and I think that's what sold it.
That was good.
Like, she loves
Now, do
this
we
stuff.
know about another season yet? Or is this,
Can I just confirm that I was acting turned on? Can I
acting
confirm
just
that
now,
I was
or
acting turned on in
or
the
during
tape?
the tape?
Not during my audition. I was feeling myself aroused by the fact that someone was getting killed. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
that's
Disclaimer
a whole
over.
other session that we could talk about.
Yeah, we could.
As your therapist.
We could.
But we digress. But do we know if there's another season coming yet, or is that?
We hope so. It depends if enough people watch
Especially
and enjoy.
tonight and next
The numbers
week.
have been really good so
Yeah,
far.
and it's critically
But-
And
acclaimed.
the reviews have been good, and
The reviews
got
have been
a great. I
Yeah.
think a core following.
Yeah, I've been
People
so
are
happy to hear how much
obsessed
people are
with
excited
Angel.
by it. Thanks.
I know.
Yeah,
I think this
she's
is
a-
going
she's a
to
great
bring you a
character.
lot
Can
of
your
work.
family see it over in Scotland?
They can, but I'm not
Yes.
going to let them. No.
Oh.
They can. No, they do. They watch it. They're very sweet. I actually had a beautiful review from my mother by email of episode 4, which is last week's episode.
What'd she
Oh,
say?
that's
It's fucking
good.
hilarious. You want to hear?
Yeah, read it.
We would love to hear it.
Okay.
She may be listening.
This is my mom being really sweet and doing
She's
actually
she's
a
Scottish.
really good.
Yeah.
She's Scottish, but she doesn't sound all that Scottish, which is why I don't sound all that Scottish. But maybe I could do it in her
That's
voice.
why we can understand you.
Okay.
Is your dad Scottish too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
Big and Scottish. She said, watch episode 4 yesterday and think how much faster the pace is now. So disappointed that Trudy has double-crossed Hap, as I'd hoped they would get together and be happy again.
Wow.
I know, she
Mama's
really
really,
Gotta love the
she's
mom
really
that's so
watching.
into
It's
it.
not like she's
That's
just
what you
waiting
want.
to see you.
invested.
She's got like critiques.
She's got a full-on critique down
Good for
to
her.
She's not talking camera shots or angles or anything, is she?
no.
Not
She's
yet.
just-
Not
she's
yet.
just giving her
Storyline.
she says, and very laugh out loud duct tape veranda scenes with all the shuffling. How did they do that without laughing?
Oh my God, that's so cute. That's
called
so
acting.
wonderful.
Now, do you have siblings, or are you an
very
only
sweet.
child?
I have 3 sisters, so it's 4 girls.
Older?
Wow.
One-
God bless your father.
I know. One.
I feel you.
Really? You got the
Dara
same?
had 4.
I'm the 4th of 4 girls.
Oh wow! See, I was the 3rd of 3 girls, and then I got a little sister, and I have to say, it was a great joy. So, yeah, that's.
So what do you do in your free time?
Oh my
You're not
God!
working.
Are we going out? Now?
Pilates?
What?
Pilates.
Pilates every day.
No.
Every day Pilates.
The bar
She doesn't
method?
Go to Pilates.
The bar method can fuck right off. The bar method is like misogynistic.
What is that?
Torture.
I just heard about it today.
It's horrible. It's like
People want to be ballet
the most
dancers at
boring
50?
bullshit. You go in there and they make you all sweaty, and they don't get excited about anything because there's nothing to get excited about. You're just doing these tiny little infinitesimal moves to try and just lift your bum just a bit
Oh,
higher
come
so that you can be
on.
worthy of attention.
Oh, jeez.
And they go to Starbucks and have a 4,000 calorie latte or something.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because they need to live a little after that fucking class. I went once to that awful place in Silver Lake. What's it called?
Oh, right
Those
on
terrible posters.
Right there on Sunset?
Yeah.
I live right behind there. I was walking
I
by
used
there
to
the other
live
day.
up
I didn't know
there.
what it was.
It's a waste of time and money is what it is.
I walked by there and then I was like, what is
Yeah.
this? So I went to the front door and I looked in and that's when I
and
discovered
everyone just was crying
they
from
were,
the inside.
looked very painful.
Yeah.
It's like that Bikram yoga shit where you sweat and pass out.
Well,
Welcome to LA.
right? They don't even stretch you out that place. It's honestly, it's bad for you. You work out. You know what
But
it's like. It should be
Pilates
fun.
is if you do
Pilates
true
is
Pilates.
yeah,
right.
but this is
This
the
is not-
bar.
we're
The
talking
bar.
bar.
You know, it's called bar.
It's like
Bar with 2 R's and an E.
They have like a
And no
dancer's
drinks.
bar, and you get up there
Yeah,
and
no,
you do.
yeah, exactly. No fun.
Are you 85 or?
You're like
No.
you're like the girl with the book on her head, learning how to be a lady.
Oh, that's
but
dreadful.
it's for your bum.
Right. It's all about the ass. That's all they work on, right? Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's a little much because they have nothing better to do with their time.
That's
Clearly.
true.
You know, it's just too much.
It is too much.
If you're gonna work out, you got to sweat and have some
So
fun.
we know where we're not going to see you.
Yeah, we're not gonna see.
In
You're
your
not
free
gonna see
time.
me there in my free
Okay.
time.
How often do you get back to see your family, or do they come visit you and then never leave?
They
That's the
never
thing with
visit
the
me.
English and Scottish people. They come to America, they never leave.
Oh, I wish that was the case. No, I go and visit them. I'm back home 3 or 4 times a year at least, and
Oh, that's
sometimes I
nice.
live there for a couple of years periods.
Dara
of time.
lived in London. She was married briefly
Oh, yeah?
and lived there.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're a divorcee too, like
Yes.
me.
Yep. I was married
Yay.
for a hot minute. When he thought it was fine to be on the dole, I said, I'm out of here.
Oh.
Shit. You know all the lingo. How long were you in London for?
I was there off and on for a few years.
What is the dole?
Welfare.
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 The thing
In
Bernie
the 80s.
Sanders
I
is
was
going
there
to
in
give
the 80s.
everyone.
You were just a mere little girl.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you for forging the path before me.
Oh,
Right.
you're welcome. I mean, it's funny because when you marry and it's wrong, you know right away it's wrong. And then when you marry when it's right, you obviously know it's right. But yeah, it was an adventure.
Good for you. So you got remarried?
I got remarried and I've
That's-
been remarried. It'll be 18 years in June.
Okay, thank you for that.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
There's plenty of time.
You know, I'm on the hunt.
10 years apart. The first marriage was in 88 and the second was in 98.
See?
Wow.
But-
Okay.
But guys
Okay,
are going to be
patience.
So let's just put it
intimidated.
out there that Pollyanna is on the hunt.
Right.
On the hunt, guys.
No, you know what? I wasn't even looking when I met my husband. I was actually just out with friends. And, you know, my husband is the first person that I dated that really is my equal on every level. And I think you know when you meet your equal, and you have to be ready for it too. And you have to be ready to also open your options up
legs.
and not, you know, if you're just narrow-minded about a certain type. Because truthfully, we're not each other's type.
Well,
physically.
why is Ralph so quiet? He just actually just got married.
Ralph-
Ralph just got married.
Yeah,
He
he's
did?
being very quiet.
He's
Oh,
muted.
he muted his mic.
Muted it.
Cute.
Okay.
But then
Well,
Jasper,
take
you
a
just
break.
got married a year and a half ago.
You're not, but we were together. We'll be 19 years.
But you tied the knot a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
But Jasper, when you met, you knew exactly that you were meant for each other. So, I mean, I think you get to a certain point where you just kind of know, and you just have to look in a different way. I don't know
Yeah,
how to
I think
explain it.
that's
You
true.
know, you sound pretty together. You'll be fine.
Just make sure you do a credit check, a psychological profile,
Yeah.
criminal background check, all that stuff.
Absolutely.
Because you could always fall in love. You know,
And
it takes
like
more
test
than.
them by like jumping out from under the bed one night in the middle of the night and just
Well,
scaring them
after
and
they
see if
see
they can fight.
after they see
because
you
don't
on
want to be.
Hap and
And
Leonard,
follow somebody
I love
out of
it.
They're all
You don't
gonna
want to
be-
be with someone who's not going to be able to, protect you in the middle of the night. So,
So
Well,
a-
what
angel-
if
angels-
you're meant to be the protector?
no, but I can do it. But like, what if I'm tired? What if
Right.
I have the baby? They have to be a fighter too.
Now, do you care if the guy sleeps
Feeding the
naked or
baby.
not? If he
Oh,
sleeps
I
naked
hope
or
he
not?
sleeps naked. I don't like it so much when people don't sleep naked.
Yeah, because
I like
we have
skin.
a friend.
You obviously
today-
didn't see Dr. Phil today.
We had a friend who on Dr. Phil
I don't want
today.
to ever see Dr. Phil naked. That's not a priority.
Or his wife.
I don't think his wife has seen
Who
him
looks
naked.
like a lollipop.
But I bet
Oh,
I bet Oprah has. Isn't how
Sorry,
he
she's a
started?
lollipop head now.
Maybe he's one that
Oh,
fucked
gosh.
She needs
Oprah.
to.
Okay.
Right.
Well, on that
Sausage.
note,
Yes.
we want to give a big thanks to Pollyanna
Oh,
McIntosh
we've just slammed Dr. Phil down to the ground.
and Oprah too.
And Oprah too.
Everyone
Who needs Oprah?
Oh, bless her heart.
Oh,
She's
kid-
got
I'm
Weight
kidding.
Watchers
I
and
love
she's
her.
got Gail.
But she loves bread, though.
She loves bread, and that didn't help anyone, did it? The price, Weight Watchers just went to shit after
It's
that.
plummeted.
Oprah, I wish I'd done as much for the world as Oprah has.
I know.
I've just got to
Agreed.
give
Has done
a
a
big
lot.
amen to Oprah.
Go on,
You're
Oprah.
right.
She's
Yeah.
eating all the bread for you, so you don't have to eat it.
That's right.
Where's Stedman? Okay, so anyway, everyone, please tune in to Hap and Leonard tonight on the Sundance Channel. You will see
10 o'clock.
You will see Angel
10, 9
kick ass,
Central.
be in action, and if you love the show, they should tweet and write in and tell everyone
You should.
to
You should. And you should tell me your opinion
Yeah.
as well.
just
Like your mom.
just
Yeah.
hashtag
That
Hap
was-
and Leonard.
Yeah,
The
hashtag
angel
Hap
who
Leonard,
is not
exactly.
really an angel.
The angel with the dirty face.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
With a dirty face. Yes. Well, Dara, Ralph, thank you
Thank
as
you, Dara and
always for
Ralph.
being
Yes.
shallow.
Thank
but
you,
you were
Dara and
also
Ralph.
deep today. You were shallow and deep,
Well,
which I
you know,
like.
I like to do both.
Did Ralph leave?
We've heard.
I don't know. Ralph left the building.
Did Ralph get cut off?
I'm
I
not
still
sure.
there?
He's
Can
still
you hear
there.
me now?
Yeah. We're there.
Oh, okay, Ralph.
His
God,
headset isn't working.
Thanks for rejoining us at the end of the show.
No, I've been listening. But I thought I was on. Someone said my papers were rustling, so I thought I put the shit on mute, and I thought I had taken it off. I'm totally confused.
That's okay, Ralph.
But you didn't respond to any of our questions about marriage because you.
Oh yes, I got
recently...
married January 28th.
We don't care now, right?
Now
We
it's
don't care
past.
That
now.
was 15 minutes ago.
That was okay. Well, we'll be back April 27th. How
And
about
you're going to
that?
have a birthday on April 6th.
Yes, thank you, Jasper.
58.
No birthday cake for you.
Ralph,
I
how
will be
old will
58.
you? 58 years old. Black don't crack, baby.
Exactly.
Black don't cry.
Right? Well, listen, everyone. Dominic,
Pollyanna.
JW,
Thank you.
Pollyanna.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pollyanna.
And WROM Detroit, shout out. We'll see you guys next week. Peace out. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Planet
Thanks for
Earth.
checking out One-on-One with Jasper Cole. Check out past episodes and get the latest as they're released. Subscribe today on iTunes, Stitcher, and YouTube.